of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jags and the Saints on Monday night.
Not making any comparisons with the quarterbacks right now. It doesn't matter who really with 6 turnovers, right?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gunn, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got 1 game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive. And at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
For so long, the Jacksonville Jaguars have been seeking their franchise quarterback, and they believe they've got their guy now. How about this? 38-2 in his collegiate career. Won a national championship his freshman season, and the only losses he ever suffered during the college football playoffs. Had to have a little bit of surgery in the offseason, but this is a guy who's locked in on football, has everything you're looking for in a quarterback.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
On first down. Robinson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Drolin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa. But turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 84 yards. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dunk that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Winston to give. It's Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You better also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And just a yard to go here on second down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. On second and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
You're absolutely right, pal. We are here at halftime here. Jacksonville up over the New Orleans Saints 10-7 here in week 2 of the preseason. We'll get into scores from around the league and highlights from this game as we enter our Monday night halftime show right here on EA Sports. It hasn't been perfect for the Jacksonville Jaguars pass offense, but Trevor Lawrence does have his team leading at the half 10-7 over the New Orleans Saints. Lawrence on his first possession gets it upfield to the 24-yard line. Jacksonville in scoring position on 3rd and 3. Lawrence throws it up to his receiver and it is intercepted by the defense. Trevor Lawrence throws his first interception of the game and the Saints defense stand tall in the red zone. Next possession, Jameis Winston gets it to his #1 receiver, Michael Thomas, and he does the rest. On this 84-yard touchdown pass, New Orleans up 7-0. After a Jacksonville punt, Jameis Winston on his own 15-yard line looking to get some points before the half and is picked off by Miles Jack, and he takes it into the end zone for a pick 6. Jacksonville ties the game with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. With just seconds left in the first half, Trevor Lawrence has time and he heaves it downfield to his wideout and he comes down with it on the 8-yard line. This sets up an easy field goal for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars lead it at the half 10-7. Now let's take a look at some action earlier in the week. Sunday night primetime game was one to see as the San Francisco 49ers beat the LA Chargers 34-28. Trey Lance threw for 2 touchdowns in his first preseason win against the Los Angeles Chargers in week 2. That'll do it for your Monday night halftime report. I'll send it back down to Charles Davis and Brandon Gardner as we're moments away from the third quarter.
The Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. And the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try the air now with Hill. And the catch made by Johnson.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Jordan Humphrey there to make the grab. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the mark. call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
1st down, a run with Hyde. Stopped short of the 25. The 2nd effort couldn't free him. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. Hyde. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Callaway, the return man.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:54 on the clock. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Hill now to throw.
Connecting with Johnson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Able to complete it to Montgomery.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now it's Hill. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now Hill.
Open man complete to Humphrey.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Hill throwing once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Minshew. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That catch good for only a couple. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.